Einstein, his secretary Helen Dukas left, and his daughter Margaret Einstein take the oath of U.S. citizenship. Einstein gives a speech at the London Albert Hall. Newspaper clipping of a photograph taken during the lecture. This is probably the only extant picture of Einstein with his energy-mass equation, which is in the lower left-hand corner of the right blackboard. Famed scientist Albert Einstein in his study at home, 1948. Albert Einstein, the Institute for Advanced Studies' most famous member, gives his first lecture in its only classroom. Albert Einstein plays his beloved violin in 1941. Albert Einstein with Mrs. Valentine Bargmann, outside his home in Princeton, NJ, March 14, 1953. Albert Einstein's violin recital, 1941. Albert Einstein sits alone at the Institute for Advanced Study, 1947. A seated portrait of Albert Einstein, Princeton, NJ, on his birthday, March 14, 1953. Albert Einstein in his home with Valentine Bargmann, Princeton, NJ, March 14, 1953. Blind terrier Chico, 14, is petted by secretary and stepdaughter Margot, who make up Einstein's household. With Albert Einstein, Cordmeyer Jr., president of United World Federalists Inc., discusses Russia's attitude toward world government. Portrait of Albert Einstein, 1947. Einstein tells Robert Oppenheimer about his newest attempts to explain matter in terms of space. Albert Einstein in discussion with Robert Oppenheimer in an office of the Institute for Advanced Study, 1947. A childhood portrait of Albert Einstein and his sister Maya. Albert Einstein on his 75th birthday, March 15, 1954, in Princeton, New Jersey. Einstein visiting the observatory of Mount Wilson, which at that time operated the largest telescope. Albert Einstein escorts his daughter, Margot, and Dmitry Maryanov to the Civil Registry Office for their wedding. Einstein walks through the campus of the Institute for Advanced Study. The only known photo of Albert Einstein with his energy-mass equation, 1934. The newspaper publicity picture prior to the lecture. Unfortunately, Einstein is posed next to the left blackboard, which does not contain the famous energy-mass relation. Albert Einstein, wearing a glorious pair of furry slippers at his home in Princeton, NJ, where he lived until his death in 1955.